Charles Darwin is often quoted and often misquoted, and the most frequent transgression being, only the strongest survive. So here's the problem with that quote. So Darwin never said it, but what he did say provides us with the perfect segue into today's message. He said that it's not the most intellectual or the strongest of species that survives, but the species that survives is the one that is able to adapt to or to adjust best to the changing environment in which they find itself in. One thing I've learned in life is that adapting to change is difficult, but not adapting is fatal, as history is littered with the bodies of very strong people and companies who were brought to their knees and put in their grave due to their inability or their unwillingness to adapt to or to adjust to the changing environment which they found themselves in. And in almost every case, the sources of failure are prosaic and avoidable. A failure to implement technologies that have already been developed, an arrogant disregard for changing customer demands, a complacent attitude towards new competitors, and an overall unwillingness to change one's behavior. Now you throw in fear, the gravitational pull of resistance, and a love affair with the comfort zone, and you've got yourself the perfect storm. Unable to defend themselves against competitors armed with new products, technologies, or strategies, they watch their sales and profits erode, their best people leave, their stock valuations tumble, and their quality of life deteriorate. They're caught like the proverbial deer in the headlights, and they provide proof that Darwin's theory was right on the money. Some ultimately manage to recover, but only after eating a good helping of humble pie and taking some pretty hefty lumps to the head, but many don't. Adapt or perish, now as ever, is nature's inexorable imperative. See, change descends upon each one of us equally. The difference is that some of us realize it faster than others, and they adapt accordingly. But it's our awareness of the slightest changes in our environment and the world around us that helps us to best manage the change process. And to successfully manage a change process, it is important for us to get clear on our thinking and to accept the reality of what lies ahead. See, the world is changing rapidly, and the stakes, well, they're higher than ever before. Nothing is sacred. All rules are being rewritten. No country or currency, no industry or profession, and certainly no company or individual is safe. We're all vulnerable. We're all in the crosshairs, and no one has your back. Progress keeps picking up speed. The complexity of our world keeps on increasing, and the rate of change, well, that keeps on accelerating. Hyper-competitiveness, relentless and ongoing challenges, new disruptive technologies, blockchain, artificial intelligence, mass consolidation, and the rapid implementation of robots is all occurring at warp speed, and it's only going to accelerate. So let's just accept the fact that our careers will be lived out in a state of constant transition. We should therefore prepare ourselves for a work environment that is fluid, that's fuzzy and fast. We'll constantly be confronted by the new and often by the unexpected, and will forever be surrounded by uncertainty and instability. Business and life have become much more demanding. Fierce and highly responsive competition means that we must all place a premium on self-reliance, on relentless innovation, on upgrading of our execution skills, and on delivering constantly improving results. Yet while technology is multiplying our capabilities and demanding that we step up our game, too many of us continue to operate with antiquated beliefs, with outdated tactics, and inferior execution skills. And rather than adapt to the realities of change and to adjust our mindset to the necessity of 100-day high-performance sprints, most organizations and individuals continue to work within the context of annual goals and plans, a 365-day, 12-month execution cycle. And as a creator of the 100-day challenge and someone who repeatedly, consistently, and who quite routinely works with people and organizations who use high-performance sprints to accelerate from standing starts to giant accomplishments, driving exponential results quickly is my reality. I've come to experience firsthand how 100-day performance sprints and challenges avoid the pitfalls and low productivity of annualized thinking. While 1, 3, and 5-year goals are helpful as they provide you with a vision for the future, they lack immediacy, gravity, and urgency, the key things you and I need to compete and win in today's competitive environment. 100-day high-performance sprints, on the other hand, solve that problem by providing you with the focus, the seriousness, and the get-it-done-now attitude that you need to adapt and to adjust to rapid market changes. 100-day high-performance sprints are powerful and empowering as they create breakthroughs through the intentional use of time compression. So how does that happen? Well, when you set goals within the context of a 100-day high-performance sprint, you no longer have the luxury of being complacent, of putting off decisions, or of not taking action. And by compressing deadlines and enforcing accountability and taking massive action each day, you actually accelerate your goals and the speed by which you close any gaps in your execution. In addition, a well-executed 100-day sprint embodies the following: flawless execution, supreme attention to detail, being more efficient in less time, being focused and immersed in the moment, starting fast and finishing each day and task strong, summoning an intensity to fight through the tough days, being full of energy, life, and efficiency while at ease, and sustain quality, speed, and efficiency from beginning to end. Here's the great thing about a 100-day high-performance sprint, is that it's a long enough period of time for you to make profound progress, but the finish line is near enough so you don't put things off. Well, the thing to remember is that any task, goal, or project is going to take about as much time as you allow for it to take. And by playing a strong, relentless offense in the form of a 100-day sprint, it won't take much time for you to start fast-tracking your goals and to start transforming your life. Long-term annualized goals, the marathon approach to life and goal achievement, unintentionally creates a barrier to high performance. Inherently, you assume an unspoken and deeply held belief, and that is that there's plenty of time on the clock to make things happen. And you lack a real sense of urgency and forget that every week is important, every day is game day, and every moment and opportunity counts. As we wrap this up, I want you to think about the implications of a 100-day sprint. So your level of excitement, energy, and focus is at peak levels. Execution is happening on a daily moment-by-moment basis. You're fast-tracking every goal you set in record time, and you're living the life of your dreams. 100 days is the perfect unit of time to make headway on your big-picture goals and to give them the focus they need. Just think about it. How much procrastination can you withstand, and how many bad weeks can you experience in a 100-day high-performance sprint? And the answer is zip. Zero. Nada. In learning how to accelerate your results and get more done in the next 100 days than most do over the course of 10 years, be sure to check out the 100-Day Challenge at 100daychallenge.com and make it the very next thing you do.